Hello guys, welcome back to Storify. In this video, I would like to continue my story about The Last Dawn, and this is gonna be the chapter 6, which Whispers of Escape. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and let's begin the story. Elias could barely sleep that cycle. His mind replayed the commander's words cold and sharp. He saw Mara's eyes lit with dangerous hope. Between them, he was stretched thin like a wire ready to snap. When the work siren blared, he moved on instinct, hands numb. The reactor chamber hummed with its low, ever-present drum. Every vibration reminded him that the ark lived on borrowed time. The cracks in its veins were spreading, hidden behind layers of silence. Elias fixed valves, checked gulks, tightened bolts, motion that felt increasingly meaningless. What good was mending a dying beast? Across the chamber, Mara worked as if nothing were wrong, but he knew better. Her silence was not ignorance, it was planning. Every tool she touched, every glance she threw, was deliberate. She was mapping their survival. During the meal cycle, they found the corner in the mess hall where the noise of clattering trays covered their voice. Mara spoke softly, her lips barely moving. If the commander makes her move, we won't have time. Elias swallowed here. Do you really believe we can leave? Mara's eyes flickered toward the cameras on the walls. I don't just believe, I know. His breath caught. How? She leaned closer, her whisper like blades sliding free. My brother was part of the scouting crew, the ones they said never returned. Elias froze. I thought they all died. Not all, Mara said. He came back wounded, broken, and they silenced him. Elias' skin prickled. Silence? Mara nodded grimly. The command doesn't want people to know the truth, that some part of the world are healing, that it might be possible to live outside. Elias gripped his tray until his knuckles widened. If that's true, why keep us trapped? Mara's eyes hardened. Control, fear, the oxygens they him them. Elias out there, they lose power. Elias' thought tumbled heavy and chaotic. A world beyond a change. That night, they met again in the maintenance tunnels. Mara carried a bundle wrapped in clothes. She unfolded it carefully, revealing scavenged mat, faded and fragile. Symbols marked tunnels. Hidden drawers, restricted sections, these are from my brothers. She explained. Elias studied with them awe and dread. Lines stretched pathways beyond the habitable sections, corridors held by steel and sorcery. One led upward toward the surface. His heart raced. This is madness, he whispers. Madness, Mara said firmly, is waiting here for war and famine. Her eyes locked onto his. We either build our own path or we die on Earth. Elias' breath shook. He wanted to believe her. A distant clang echoed through the tunnels and they both froze. Footsteps, guards. Mara swept the maps back into the cloth and shoved them under a pipe. Two armored figures appeared, rifles slung across their chest. What are you doing here? One demanded. Elias first, his voice steady. A valve check. The readings flagged are irregular. The guard's visor tilted towards Mara. Both of you? Mara's face was unreadable. Paired assignment, she said flatly. The guards lingered, suspicious thick in the stale air. Elias' skull felt sweat sliding down his spine. Finally, the guards turned and walked away. Elias exhaled sharply when the footsteps faded. Mara gave a faint, humorless smile. See, we already in danger without moving. Might as well make it worth it. Elias nodded slowly, his face sharpening into resolve. The seed of rebellion was taking root. Over the next cycles, they planned in shadow. They memorized the map step by step. They gathered scraps, batteries, wares, ration bars. Every item has to be hidden, smuggled, disguised. Truth was scarce, betrayal was deadly. Alice noticed others watching him more closely now. The commander's eyes seemed to linger no longer when she passed. He was being tested, measured, and weighed. At any moment, he might break. When cycled, the commander summoned the workers for a grand announcement. The hall filled with hundreds of weary bodies, face pulsed under the artificial glow. The commander stood high above, her presence vast and commanding. Our time has come. She declared, her voice ringing like iron. Arc 7 will fall to us. Gas rippled through the crowd. Elias felt his blood run cold. The war was no longer a secret, it was the future. And the people cheered, not all, but enough. The commander's eyes swept over them like a hawk surveying prey. You will work harder, sacrifice more. Victory will secure our survival. Her hand lifted and the crowd roared again. Elias glanced at Mara. Her jaw was set, her eyes burning. That night, Mara spoke in a voice like urgency. We don't have cycles left. If we wait, we'll be dragged into her war. Elias' heart pounded. You're saying soon? I'm saying tomorrow, Mara answered. His throat tightened. Tomorrow meant no turning back. Tomorrow meant betrayal, escape, or death. He thought on that or again, the fire or loss. And he thought what it would mean to leave the Ark forever. When the sirens blared for shift change, Elias found himself staring at the ceiling into his bunk. The hum of Ark pressed against his skull like a constant reminder. Tomorrow everything would change. If he had courage enough to follow through, if he survived long enough to see it. Mara met him one last time in the tunnel. Her hand pressed something small and cold into his palm. Alice opened it and stared a key cord marked with the insignia of higher clearance. Where did you? Don't ask, she cut in sharply. Alice closed his feet around it, the weight of choice settling in his chest. The path upward was real. The world above might hold death or life. But the Ark was already death, only slower. He looked at Mara and nodded. Tomorrow, he whispers. She smiled faintly, the first smile he had seen in cycles. Tomorrow. For the first time in years, Elias felt something stir inside him. Hope. As he returned to his quarters, shadows clung to him like chains. Every guard gaze felt sharper. Every camera felt closer. He knew the Ark itself was a cage, and the commander held the key. But Mara had given him another. He lay on his bunk, staring into the dark. Tomorrow he would walk path no one was meant to walk. Tomorrow he would challenge the only life he had ever known. And tomorrow he might die. Or tomorrow he might find freedom. The hum of the Ark deepened, like a beast growling in its lips. Elias shut his eyes, clutching the stolen key cord tight. He whispered a promise into the silence, a vow no one else would hear. For her, for them, for us. And in that moment, he felt ready. The world outside might be poison. The Ark might collapse behind him, but somewhere between life and silence there was still a chance. A last dawn waiting to rise, and Elias swore he would see it. So guys, that's the end of the sixth part, the chapter 6, Whispers of Escape. Okay, and the next chapter will be the last chapter in this last dance story. So I hope you guys are waiting for the next week for me to tell you all about the last chapter of this story, the last down, the longest story I've ever told you guys. So that's the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I would like to thank you for watching this video. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, and see you on the next video. Goodbye.